Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Today's hearing is called Running Government Like a Small Business. Cut waste, crush fraud. Sounds important. A more accurate title, however, would be Running Government Like a Trump Family Business. Cutting deals with billionaires and crushing small businesses. That's what the title on this hearing should say. Because this administration, the Trump administration, it's chosen to focus their energy on relentlessly attacking small businesses, from tariffs to health care to electricity prices to contracts. Yeah, they're focused on small businesses, crushing Main Street. Through the now defunct Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, the administration disproportionately cut contracts for women-owned and minority-owned small businesses. Those are the programs they cut. Additionally, 10% of all contracts cut by DOGE were veteran-owned businesses, most of whom were veterans disabled in the line of service. Can you imagine? They cut 10% of those contracts for those vets. This is all since January. Well, we all want taxpayer dollars to be well spent. We should take note of who this administration treats as expendable. It's those least able to defend themselves. It's those least able to flatter or provide gifts to the president and to his family. The administration's most recent fixation, SBA's 8A program, which is a program that gives small, disadvantaged businesses training, technical assistance, and federal contracting opportunities for 9 years. Now, those businesses are principally black and brown owned in our country. That's who they're focusing on. Cutting that program for those people who are just the small businesses trying to get a foothold in this American economy during this very difficult economic time with healthcare costs and with electricity costs and with the tariffs, all zeroing in on small businesses. This program was actually signed into law by a Republican president, President Nixon, in 1978. It has done a world of good for tens of thousands of small businesses, and again, disproportionately black and brown, providing access to billions in contracting opportunities with the largest buyer of goods and services in the country, the federal government. Like any federal program, there have been rare cases of bad actors taking advantage of these resources, and they should be held accountable. They should be made to pay the price. But these rare instances do not warrant an all-out assault on a program that has created good-paying jobs, provided pathways to success for small businesses, and created economic growth for our country. In a hearing focused on waste and fraud and abuse, we just cannot avoid or ignore the elephant in the room, President Trump's pay-to-play system. To receive special status as a foreign country, you must gift the president a $400 million jetliner that he gets to keep when he leaves the White House. That's unbelievable. To get a gold mine of government contracts, just pay for the president's golden ballroom. To receive an exemption from President Trump's terrible tariffs, simply give the president a lavish gift or pay to dine at Mar-a-Lago. Can a small business do that? No, they're not dining at Mar-a-Lago. They can't afford it. You got to put up $1 million to just get in the door. This is not how honest, hardworking small businesses get things done. This is how they get business done in The Godfather, Godfather Part 1. That's what this White House is all about. Because when it comes to true oversight, who gets thrown under the floodlights? It's the little guys, the minority small business owner, the black and brown small businesses, the veteran-owned small businesses, the local restaurant trying to make it through the pandemic. And what is it for? It's all to help the big guys. who hobnob with the president and don't want pesky small businesses competing with them for customers or contracts. Those big guys say, crush the little guys. And by the way, give us all their money and tax breaks for us too. If we're serious about cutting waste, crushing fraud, helping small businesses, let's start at the top. The president's handouts to his billionaire buddies aren't just corruption and an abuse of power. It's theft. Theft from small businesses, theft from hardworking Americans, theft from our future. Every tariff exemption handed out to the president's political posse rigs the game against small businesses trying to survive the president's disastrous trade war. Small businesses had to take the president to the Supreme Court to try to remove those tariffs on them. My hope is that they'll rule that way, but you never know with the Supreme Court. Every dollar the Trump family gets by treating our government as their own personal piggy bank is money stolen from everyday people. President Trump and his family raked in more than $1.8 billion in cash and gifts just this year, the first 11 months. It's Robin Hood in reverse. It's Main Street versus Mar-a-Lago. That's what this hearing is all about. And it's time Congress does its job and holds this president accountable for turning the federal government into an arm of the Trump business organization. The little guys are not the villains. President Trump's corruption and waste and fraud and abuse is America's real villain, and I look forward to this hearing, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ranking Member.